Hey everybody, welcome back to Soft Wash Evolution. In this video, I'm going to show you how your add-on services can make you more money in your pressure washing and soft washing business. I'm at a horse training facility today doing a simple house wash in this barn you see behind me, but the money I'm going to make is actually off the fencing. I'm doing 1,000 feet of vinyl fencing around these horse pastures right here. I'm going to show you how that fencing is going to get me $1,000 as an add-on service. Stay tuned. Here's the fence I was telling you about. This section right here is actually just the decorative piece that goes along the road, the front of the property. Kind of separates the property from the road right there, and it ends at the second entrance, the driveway that goes back to the barn. There is a barn back there, and there's a pasture that's fenced in with that vinyl fencing, and there's also an even larger one over here. That's probably the biggest pasture with another barn over there. My truck's parked right in the middle. So I'm going to be working these sections of fence, soft washing each one, treating it with a downstream injector about 1.25%, and then rinsing it off. I have to do both sides of the fence, inside and out. I charge $8 per panel. There are 125 panels. There's your math, it's $1,000. The house that you see behind me right here is pretty standard, vinyl sided, probably 2,200 square feet, and it's got that garage attached over there on the side. So that house wash and garage is really only gonna get me about $550. This fence is gonna be the most money. So I'm going to set the camera up, take it with me on some of them, wash these panels. It is, on my watch, 8:03 right now in the morning. Let's see how long it takes me to get this done. Here, we're washing these fence panels. What's good about these split rail style ones is you can fit yourself in between them. So if it were solid panels, the 6 foot tall solid vinyl panels, to do inside and outside, you have to do one side completely, throw your hose over, walk all the way around it, which isn't a big deal when it's only a few panels, but when you've got 1,000 feet to do, it becomes an issue, more time consuming. These ones, kind of like entering a boxing ring. You can just kind of squat down and squeeze between there. I can anyway. I fit right between it. I've had to do it twice already. But I'm just gonna work this entire section. Very simple. Downstreaming is enough to clean this. This section right here is not very dirty. Just some algae and stuff growing, especially on the bottom sides. You just want to cover each one. Hit all 3 of those rails, do the verticals, make sure you get the top and the bottom of each one. And then I'm going to go through the other side, apply to the other side, rinse and reverse. It's very simple to do fences. I'm going to do that entire section. The other pasture that's way down there by that barn, I'll obviously have to move my truck down there to get closer because the truck's parked here in the center behind those pine trees. See the lights flashing. And there's another pasture behind that. I'm going to work these one at a time, get it all done, do the house at the end. Like I said, fences are very, very simple, especially vinyl. You don't need a dedicated soft wash pump. Downstreaming is usually enough. And vinyl fencing is washed just like vinyl siding, except even easier. I can apply this entire section. I don't have to worry about, keeping windows wet, drips on the siding, getting water under the siding. It's just spray it on plastic, rinse it off. It's very simple. You want to do a price, you can price it by the linear foot. Panels are usually 8 feet, sometimes they're 6. These ones are 8. You could charge a couple dollars a panel. I do $8 a panel to do inside and outside. If it were just one side, I would charge $5 a panel. Come up with a price, add it on to your services. I know if you're in the suburban neighborhoods, everybody's got fences in between properties. Out here, this is a horse training rehab facility. Horses that are coming to and from training stop off here for a short time. That's what this homeowner does. So he likes to keep these fences looking nice. It is just more of an aesthetic thing. It just looks good for his customers. Horses are high-end animals, a lot of money involved. So he wants these things looking good for the people that come here, and I'm gonna clean it for him. So like I said, I started at 8 o'clock. Check the time now. It is 8:11, and I'll put this camera down, touch base when I get a few of these sections done, see how long this takes. So about 3/4 of the way through with this fence. I'm doing this last pasture right here. They've got this little add-on section of fence here to keep the horses away from that tree because they'll eat it. I had to move the truck to get to this last pasture. I was too far away to stretch the hose. But fences are very simple. I just checked the time. I'm 1 hour and 10 minutes in. Finish this last pasture and then I'll wash the house. So I'll be done with this, 2.5 hours, I'd say, the whole job. House and the garage too. Like I said, fences, very simple. Apply your mix, make sure you touch every single panel. You have to do front and back. Well, I'm doing front and back on these. I like to apply everything and then rinse all at once. Simpler than doing a house, because with a house you've got to worry about it drying on the windows, you got to worry about the mix getting under the vinyl siding. Whereas these vinyl fence, you just cover everything in your mix, let it dwell, rinse it off. A lot of lichen, those little green fuzzy pieces on there. Some of that is just the grass from the landscaper. When they cut it, it sticks, leaves a green stain behind. It'll wash right off too. So don't be afraid, go after these add-on services. Or in some cases, doing a fence this big might be the main service. This fence is worth more than the house as far as billing goes. The barn, there's not much to do there. It's a wood board and batten style horse barn. It's just painted white and black. There's not much I could do to it. Can rinse off the front doors there to make it look a little better, but not much soft washing can do to that. This gate is metal. It's painted. Same way. Just treat it and rinse it. So I'm going to keep applying this pasture. Once I get over here to this part, there's a lot of growth kind of back in the weeds there. I won't be doing the other side of those panels. No one's ever going to see them. Customer knows that. I'm not going to go trudging through the poison ivy over there just to get the back side of it clean that no one's ever going to see. But other than that, I'm doing both sides of all the panels. So, take another break from the video. I'll keep applying and rinse. We'll see what the final time is when I get over and do the house. So here we go. We're almost done with the fence. This is actually where I left off. If you see this panel right here to the left, it's all dirty. See that green to the right? It's all clean and white. Because when I was parked way over there in the beginning of the driveway, this was exactly 200 feet. It's as far as I could reach. So I finished up this whole fence, that entire pasture way over there. And then I moved my truck all the way down to the barn to that other pasture and did that. So these last 8 panels right here, so I couldn't reach. So I just stopped real quick to knock these out. So I applied to all these panels. And I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see what it's like when I take the organic growth off, all that green sliminess. So I usually use my J-rod here. The one on the far left is a 25-degree tip. It's like a pressure washing nozzle. It's equivalent to using like a white tip pressure washer nozzle. So I apply my mix with a wide fan tip. And then I like to use this nozzle because a little more pressure, it blasts all that gunk off. You see the there it goes, clean as could be. Makes a little noise because I get in there close so you can see how it works. I'll do the other 2 rails and then I'm going to go finish these last 7 or 8 panels, 7 or 8 sections, and I'll be done with fence. All I got to do is go wash that house. So here we are, just wrapping up. I just finished the house and the garage there. All the fence is done. I moved my truck back over here. Time is 10:27. So it took an hour, I started at 2 hours and 20 minutes to get all this done. 1,000 linear feet of fence and that house in the garage. Started right here. This is where the truck was sitting, the water right there. I did this fence first. That's where I started, pulled all the way to that corner up there. This is the other pasture that I did off to the side. I didn't do any shooting over here. So I'll show you all this fence is cleaned up. This is the biggest one. This is 12 panels per side, all 4. So this is a 48 square all the way around. It's tough over there in that corner. It had some weeds growing, so I didn't get on the back side of those few panels, but all the rest are cleaned up. And then I was shooting the rest of the video over there behind the barn at that other small pasture, and in the house and the garage. So I've actually got the drone battery charging right now. I'm going to put that up for the end of this video, put the drone in the air, fly it over so you can see this whole property and all the fencing I did. Add-on services, something as simple as white vinyl fencing, $1,000 for the fence. House in the garage, or the typical house wash price. Another few $100s there before you know it. Just over 2 hours, I'm out of here with more than 1,500 bucks. Until the next video, make sure you like and subscribe. Enjoy the drone shots. Thanks.